Well, hello, and hello. This is Brother West. This is a deliverance message. This is a deliverance message, briefly, and this is how you deal with the enemy. This is how you deal with stress, and this is how you remove or relieve or rebuke stress when it comes to psychological warfare. And I want to use the word, if I can briefly, the word breath work, or not breath work, but breath work. In breath work, there's a result called air retention. And basically what you're doing, the technique is you're blowing air in your stomach, you're blowing air in your body, and you're blowing it out. But it comes a certain period of time when there's a certain amount of air in your body, you will blow this air out. And see, when you're breathing in, you're breathing in CO2. But when you're blowing out bad gases. And when you blow out these bad gases, what will happen, there will be a different kind of air, be a clean air, and it's called air retention. Also, at this place of having air retention, you're now inside of your heart space. And inside of your heart space, things that were difficult to breathe and all that, now it's become easy. Also, air retention also is air being trapped in your lungs. There's a specific type of air. There's a different type of air. It's a clean air that's been trapped into your lungs. And in this air retention, the longer you are able to hold your breath in this atmosphere, in this particular air retention light atmosphere, the more your CO2 levels, your white blood cells, red blood cells will change. Your blood pressure will go down. Your circadian rhythm will become normal again. All of these things. There's another thing that does that also is autophagy. Autophagy is when your body go from getting energy from sugar, then instead of getting it from your fat cells, where it's a energy that's sustaining energy that comes naturally from your body. And it's called autophagy. And in autophagy, what happens when you get into autophagy, you are now, your stem cells, your body is resetting itself. Your body is resetting itself. In other words, you're not eating. When you're not eating, your body will turn within and eat whatever's not good, or the free radicals or whatever. And basically, you restore your body. That's called autophagy. Along with, that comes with as a result of air retention, as a result of breath work. And so those are just a few nuggets. And the reason I'm talking about it, because not only do I talk about it, I practice the things that I talk about. There's a different type of air, different type of oxygen that your body runs on when you're in air retention, where everything will run properly and run right. And in this place of air retention, and this heart, you're in your heart space. And in this heart space, everything slows down. Everything slows down. And see, the thing that you need to understand when we flip this with God, when you in your heart space with God, when you're praying, you're seeking the face of God, when you're magnifying Him, what you're doing, you're shifting into another atmosphere. You're being shifted into a new dimension, a new place of air, a new place of aroma, a new place of God's breath, because God's breath is His wind, His life. That's what He breathed to the nostrils of man, and man became a living soul. And so you're in this different place of air retention. In this place, you have God's power, but also in this place, God is protecting you. Because just like with air retention, when you blow out that air and you begin to hold your breath, what happens, there's another type of air. It feels like a force field that comes over your brain, that comes over your body. And in this air retention, it's there to make things easy. And that's what God does when you get into the will of God and when you get into prayer, because prayer is going to get you into that place of spiritual air retention. And in this place of spiritual air retention, God can speak to you there. God can move there. You can function there. God has made things easy there. That's why Jesus said, come unto me all you that weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for my yoke is easy. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. His air retention, His air, His hand, His power. Hope this makes sense. God bless you. Heaven smile on you. And may all God's best be yours.